Okay, so I've been doing a lot of this, and so far I'm not so great at just talking on the spot and not just saying, okay, I messed up and trying it again. So hopefully this one's going to keep. It's probably like my 30th time actually restarting this. Here's the thing, I am really good at writing, and even just writing from the top of my head and then doing maybe a little bit of an edit and then from there just releasing it out to the world. Doing video like this, just talking straight without a script or anything like that, is something which is very new to me and which I want to try to do a little bit better. So I'm going to come out of my comfort zone and I'm going to be doing this for any kind of updates about the AFSP overnight walk. So here we go. The AFSP Overnight Walk. AFSP is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's a great organization that's able to raise money and raise awareness for suicide prevention. It really just helps out a lot of people who are either going through their own suicidal ideation, like I have, or people who have loved ones who have died by suicide, and being able to support them as well. The overnight walk is a part of one of their initiatives, which is called the Out of the Darkness Walks. They'll do many of these per year in different areas of the United States and I believe the world, which are kind of like, longer walks, 5 miles, 5 kilometers, something like that, once again, to raise money and raise awareness for suicide prevention. And the overnight walk is something which they do twice a year in June, once on the East Coast, once on the West Coast. And I did this for 2 years in Washington, D.C., and then in Philadelphia last year. This year it's going to be in Boston, June 22nd through June 23rd, dusk till dawn. That's the Saturday night to Sunday morning. I'm going to be there. And it really so far has been such a life-changing and life-affirming event for me. It makes me feel very much connected to those who have gone through very similar types of experiences that I have. And being able to just walk through the entire night, meeting different people or just talking to people who you've known for such a long time but don't really know as well, it just is such an amazing experience and just makes me feel very connected. And especially that connection, once you're finished with this walk and then the sun comes up, it really is, I guess, a living metaphor of the sun comes up the next day, and sometimes people are just reaching for that light at the end of the tunnel. And in this case, the night is that tunnel itself. And being able to just wake up and then say, okay, this is something which is going to be a new day that we can start anew is pretty profound. The experience for me, I think, really just started when in Washington, D.C., I was asked to be one of the people who was up there for what they call the honor bead ceremony, to tell my story about my own suicidal ideation and my own struggles with depression and anxiety. And I was given that opportunity, and I was able to walk with some friends, and it really just kind of came from there. So yeah, my friends Elaine and Tony had been walking with me last year, and they're going to be both in San Francisco this year, which is where one of the walks is going to be 2 weeks earlier. Elaine's going to be there with her husband, Mike, and I'm going to be in Boston by myself. Now, these videos are probably going to be a lot like, me asking you to help support me in terms of financial support to be able to get to that $1,000 mark, to be able to walk, or even further than that, so we can really raise awareness and raise money for a great cause. This video is not about that. This video is about one thing and one thing only. I want you to do this with me. Or at least I want you to think about it. I want you to just not say no right away. It is an overnight trip in Boston. It's an overnight walk. You're walking the entire night. It's for 16 or 17 miles. It's amazing. It might not be for everybody, but before you just say no, think about what this possibly could be. Think about if this is something which affects you or affects people who you love, and give it a shot, because I'll be there whether you're there or not, but I would love to be able to have some company walking with you, and I'm happy to help you train. We can form a team, and you can help pick the name of the team. But I want you to think about it. I want you to think about participating in this great opportunity. So I'll probably put a link up somewhere. This whole video thing is still very new to me. but you'll probably see a link, and we'll use that in order to make sure that you have that information. Talk to me, email me, message me if you want to be part of this. I really would love to have you there. That's pretty much it. I'll see you at the next one.